I got some great stuff I want to share with you tonight. Tonight, I'm here to serve you, okay? Tonight, I am here to serve you as a consultant of Powur, okay? This is important for me. I've been waiting for this day probably for 20 years of my life. For 20 years of my life, I've waited to be on the big stage, and I'm here now, right? But you know what? It didn't come with luck. It didn't come just because Charles thinks I have a beautiful smile, which apparently he has the best haircut in the company. I beg to differ. I think Keenan has the best haircut in the company. But with all that said, we're just having fun. We're having a lot of fun, and we do it with a positive attitude. And that's exactly what I want to kind of share with you today, is how to win with a positive attitude. I want you to know a little bit about myself, because you're probably meeting me for the first time tonight, and that's understandable. I get that. Please put in the comments right now if you're a guest tonight, and if you're looking at us for the first time. I want to welcome you to the call. Welcome to the fun. Welcome to the future. All right. I'm born and raised in San Antonio, Texas. My parents have worked hard over 30 years in the government and civil service. So I wanted to make sure that I thank them for what they've shown me hard work is all about. Myself, I've been 15 years in retail, mostly selling cell phones. How many of you have ever sold anything in a store before? Please give me a raise of a hand. You know what it's like, 10 to 7, 11 to 8, open to close. I mean, ain't to faint, right? It's just crazy, right? So did very well in there, and wanted something more. I wanted more out of life. I was making $70,000 a year, which is a great income. I'm not taking that away. But I always wanted more. Raise your hand if you've always wanted more. You just don't know how to get it, but hey, it's there, right? So you know it's there, you can get it. I'm showing you today, and I think Charles did a great job of doing that, on how to get it done, all right? So 2 years in traditional solar and 2 years in Powur. So I've been on the other side, right? I started in the traditional solar business by saying, hey, I don't know about solar, but I'd like to learn, and maybe I can make an income off of it for my family, right? And did very well. It took me about 3 months to get my first sale. But once I got it, it kept going, right? Because here's the thing. It's all about timing, right? This business is all about timing. That's what you're looking at right now. You're looking at a company that has 3% market penetration. For those of you who don't know what that means, if you had 100 homes, only 3 of them have solar. And it's a fact that half of them want solar. So how many of you, by a show of hands, see that that's an opportunity, right? That's a no-brainer. That means you can basically take your brain out of your head and it makes sense, right? All right. So here's the thing. I was in traditional solar, doing well, but you know what? I also have a family. I have a family at home. Jennifer Garcia, my wife, is watching. Thank you, Jennifer, for watching the kids. Really appreciate that. You make this possible for me to be here as well, so thank you very much, babe. 2 years in Powur. Before was in traditional. Now I'm in Powur because Powur gave me the platform to work anywhere that I wanted to work. Anywhere that I wanted to work, anywhere in the world, I could do that with the Powur platform. And sure enough, my first 2 sales in Powur were on the beach of Pensacola, Florida, where I made 2 sales right from my cell phone and a total of $12,000. Give me a round of applause, please, because you would love to do that, right? You would love to do that, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to show you how to do the same thing, right? We have a cookie cutter business. I don't know if you've ever had a traditional business, but $150 does not cut it. If you've had a traditional business before, please put in the comments how much it took you to actually start that business, and how long did it take you to get a profit a return or an ROI from that business. A lot of money, right? 75K, 60K, too much. 6 months it took you for a traditional business, 25K, 30K. And we're asking you to believe in us for $99. Think about that for a second, okay? So 2 years in Powur, obviously I was really excited, but a lot of people didn't see what I saw. A lot of people, this was before COVID. A lot of people didn't see, using the Powur platform online, using Zoom as a way to conduct business. They said, no, the only way to conduct business is in person. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you saying these things? No, I think I'm good. I'm good. And I had a vision, right? I know our CEO and founder, Jonathan Budd, has online marketing skills, a genius, right? Wouldn't you want to place yourself in business with somebody that knows what they're doing? So that's what I did. I partnered myself with Powur, and ever since then, it's been a dream come true. It's been hard, right? It's been hard at first. People were like, what are you talking about online? That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean I have to pay, $50 a month? What do you mean I have to split my commission, right? There were a lot of people that had doubts. But I knew that our opportunity was unmatched. Unmatched. Think about it. We have a company that's 8 years old, okay? I'm going to go to the next slide here in a little bit. We have a company that's 8 years old, right? Going 8 years old. I mean, we've done business with Tesla. So it's not the company, right? It's not the industry. We have a product that's a $240 billion industry. It's not the industry, right? It's not the panels, right? The panels are doing their job, right? So what's the variable? Can somebody put there in the comments, who is the variable when it comes to being successful with this business? It's not the company's fault. They're doing what they got to do, right? It's not the opportunity, right? It's you, me, I am, exactly. And when you start taking responsibility for your success, that's when things start to happen. When you start to make a decision and say, you know what? This is what I want to do, it's gonna explode from there, because your mind is a very powerful thing, and you have to know that. All right? Confidence is key. With a positive mindset, confidence is key. And all of the facts that I just told you should give you enough confidence to stick your chest out and say, look, I am a renewable energy expert, okay? I want you to type that into the comments, okay? You're a renewable energy expert. You're not a solar salesman. You don't sell solar. So, you are a renewable energy expert. That is going to help you, because it's all about how you use your language, right? Confidence. What's the next one? Another thing to understand is that you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So everybody out there that is trying to figure out what they want to do, if they're on the fence of this opportunity, you have to start, right? I was exactly where you were today. I was behind the computer. I was looking at somebody else on stage and saying, I can do that, right? So you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. All right, let's go ahead and here. The next one, affirmations. I am huge at positive affirmations. If you do positive affirmations in the morning before you start your day, type that in the comment box. I want to know who you are. How positive are you starting your day, right? When you get up in the morning and you hit your toe, boom, right? And you say, oh man, I hate that, right? Oh, my day is going to be horrible, right? If you say your day is going to be horrible, guess what? It is, right? All of a sudden you walk outside, it starts raining on you. Dang, okay, let me get my umbrella. It breaks, right? That's because you said that. You put that out in the world. Of course that's going to happen, right? It's a choice, right? So positive affirmations have helped me very, very well. If you go to YouTube and you search positive affirmations, there are a lot of videos that you can check out yourself online to yourself that will help you start feeding your brain positive energy. Start feeding positive language, right? Things that's going to help you. Put it out there to the world. Hey, this is going to be a great day. I'm going to meet a new prospect today. Somebody is going to say, you know what, I do want to listen to you, Eric. That's great. Let's see the next slide. This is important to me. A positive attitude, right? If you're out there right now, I want you to give me the biggest smile. Please, I can see all of you right now, okay? So give me the biggest smile you can. Look at that. Dario, I see you. Pat Hayes, TJ, I see you, OT. And I love you, man. Chris, I see Houston. Give me that smile. Let me see that smile. How many of you changed your state? How many of you changed your state just by smiling right now? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you did that, right? It makes a difference. You have to look at the bright side of things. Share gratitude. How many of you right now are practicing gratitude every single day? It's something I've started with my team. We're doing what's called a 90-day challenge. I see you over there raising your hand. Thank you. Right? We have a 90-day challenge, and part of that challenge is basically, starting your day by saying 3 things you're grateful for. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my business. I'm grateful for a working car, right? All of these things are super important because sometimes we don't take the chance to thank God or thank whoever, for the good things in life, the small things in life, right? As you notice, I said, thank God for a working car. How many of you said, I hate my car? Man, I hate it. Well, guess what? If it runs, you're in a better situation for somebody that doesn't have a car or that their car doesn't run. Am I right? Raise your hand if you think I'm right. Exactly. It's all about how you change your mindset, okay? Law of attraction. Now, I speak about law of attraction so many times, right? Whatever kind of energy you put out into the universe, that's what you're going to be getting back. These are some of the most amazing books you can read. So I put them on, I had Powur, thank God for their team here, amazing job, what they do here at the office. I have right here 3 books I have here that you should be reading. You should be reading these books. Think and Grow Rich. The Science of Getting Rich. The Secret, right? The Secret has been out for years. They've sold 30 million copies in 50 different languages. Are you telling me that you shouldn't be reading that book, right? That's what you call a clue, right? Success leaves clues. Write that down. Success leaves clues. So if there's 30 million copies that have been sold, why aren't you picking that book up, right? So I hope this helps. I want to kind of, we're going to talk about complacency, right? I know everybody knows about that. By a show of hands, how many people out there get complacent after a while because you've made enough money or, you have, hit a certain goal and now your activity slows down? How many of you have been there? Raise your hand. We've all been there, right? We've all been there. What I want you to do in the chat box, I want you to put, what do you do when you become complacent? What do you do when you become complacent? How do you get yourself out of that, right? So one thing I want to teach you is, hey, get an accountability partner. Get somebody that's actually going to care about your success and that wants to really help you win, right? A 90-day challenge. For those of you who have big organizations out there, I guarantee this is going to change a lot of lives, not only yours, but also your teammates. 90 days, what can you do in 90 days? They say it takes 21 days to change the habit and 90 days to change the lifestyle, right? My brother Keenan showed me that. I love that stuff. And also ask a mentor for help. So many consultants out there are afraid to ask for help, and I have no idea why. That's why Powur made the mentorship program, so we could help you with your business. Listen, you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. We are always here to help you. Now, a lot of us get busy, all right? I know some of you out there, man, he never answers my text messages. Man, he never answers my calls. We all get busy, right? But there are so many leaders in the company that are here to help you, so don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? Let's go to my next slide here, and I should be finishing up. This is something I came up with that I believe is going to be a staple for all of our success, honestly. So if you have a pen and paper, I'd really like you to write these Power Principles of Success. If you follow these 10 steps, I can't promise you, I can't guarantee you, but I'm 99.9% sure that you're going to be making a lot of money in power, but not only that, changing a lot of lives. And that's what this conversation is about tonight. Helping you change your life, helping you dive into an industry that you know nothing about, but we can help you and we can teach you this business, right? Number one, trust the process. I say that because a lot of people are not coachable. They want to come in here with their own plan. They want to come in with their own ideas. Oh, I used to be this. I used to be that. I understand that, but this is a totally different game. This is a totally different ball game. Trust the process of the mentorship program that we have in place, and I promise if you're coachable, you will go far. Get connected through communication, right? Powur is amazing at sending emails, getting you up to date. Powur is amazing at the conference calls. What's up, Arturo? Conference calls. They do conference calls. They do live trainings. They do everything for us, everything. There's no reason anybody, they have a 24 online training system called Powur University. Guys, if you really wanted to hit the books really hard, then do it now. You could do it from now until Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you'd be done. We're always learning. We always continue to learn, but get connected through communication. And if you don't know when the next email's coming up or when an event's coming up, go into your back office and look at your leadership. Call or email that person so they can help you, okay? Because that's what this is all about, getting you helped out. Complete Powur University. That's got to be the number one thing, right, on your agenda and your team's agenda. Complete Powur University. Why? Because it's just going to make you that more confident to sell your product. It's just going to make you that more confident sharing the Powur story, sharing the solar story, right? So Complete Powur University. Number 4, Charles Thompson goes over this a lot. Have 10 conversations a day. 10 conversations a day about solar, right? How hard is it to pick up the phone? How hard is it to really pick up the phone and say, hey, look, hey, John, how you doing? Hey, Eric, how are you? I'm doing great. Hey, I know we got to catch up. I just want just a second of your time. I just want to know, do you know that I'm in the solar industry? No, I didn't know that. Oh, really? Well, here's the thing. I'm in the solar industry. I'm excited about it. And I just want to send you some information. I'm going to send it to your cell phone. Is that okay? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Great. How hard was that? Not hard, right? 10 conversations a day. I'm telling you, it's going to put you on the next level, just like Mr. Thompson said. Attend Powur Hour every Monday. Guys, this is important. Powur spent millions of dollars putting this amazing multimedia center together, and we all need to be utilizing it. Why? Because they did it for us. Jonathan Budd didn't need it. He could do his thing if he wanted to, but he did this for us. We have to be using this. We utilize all of your skills, and one of those is this beautiful multimedia center. So every Monday, commit to being here at 7 o'clock. Put it in your calendar. Hey, it's Monday, it's 7 o'clock. If you call me or text me during that time, I'm on the Powur Hour. I'll talk to you later. I'm on Powur Hour. Why aren't you on? I'm on Powur Hour, right? Number 6, attend all regional Super Saturday events. Number 7, register for Powur.live. I was just having a conversation about this. Guys, you really don't understand how much mental fortitude you get from these trainings at Powur.live. It's super important to spend a little over $1 a day to help you. I say this all the time. Powur is an opportunity. Powur is a self-development course with an opportunity attached to it. Raise your hand if you agree with me on that one. Perfect. By 6, 7, 8. Number 8, commit to personal development. This is huge. We just talked about that, right? We just talked about those top 3 books. If you're going to get any one of those books, or if you've already ordered them, please put them in the chat. We want to know who you are so we can help you succeed. And maybe your sponsor will see you and say, you know what? Hey, you know what? I see you got that book. How can we work together, right? Another one, find an accountability partner. We talked about this earlier. Basically, finding somebody that cares about you, that truly cares about your success, and they care about their own, right? But hey, let's get together and let's make a plan so we can figure out, what we can do to make this work, right? And the last one is going to be here a year from now. I don't know how many times I've seen somebody come into Powur, or any business at that matter, and they leave after a month or 2 months because it didn't work. Guys, you have to give it time. You have to give this business time. When I started in solar, like I said, my first sale wasn't for 3 months. You have to give your business time. If you're not going to give your business time, there's no sense in wasting your time, right? But remember, Powur is an amazing opportunity. All you can do is grow here, continue to grow. And what I want to do is leave you with this, and I'm pretty much done. Awesome. I want to leave you with this. I'm going to leave you with a story. So there was a man named Tim, and Tim had just moved into this neighborhood. Everything was fine, except that Tim would hear this dog next door who would continue to howl all night long. Tim said to himself, you know what? It's okay. It's probably just a cold night. Maybe they didn't feed the dog. It'll go away. Next day, goes to bed. Guess what? That dog is howling. He gets up for work, leaves for work. Guess what? That dog is howling. This goes on for a week. It goes on for a month. It goes on for 6 months. The dog is still howling. He finally says, you know what? This is ridiculous. I need to go check this out. So he goes to the neighbor, and the dog's sitting right there on the front porch with the neighbor. He's chilling with a cup of coffee, and he sees Tim. Hey, neighbor, how you doing? Tim says, I'm doing great. The only thing is, what's up with your dog? And the neighbor says, oh, I'm so sorry about that. You know what? I hope he's not bothering you, but yeah, he just howls all day and night. He just won't stop. And Tim said, well, why is that? And the neighbor said, well, because he's sitting on a nail. And then Tim says, well, why doesn't he just get off the nail? And the neighbor says, well, because the nail doesn't hurt him enough, so he just doesn't move. So my question is to you, what's your nail? What's hurting you? What's holding you back? Is it your job? Is it your career? Is it a relationship you may need to put to the side to work on yourself? What is your nail? And how long will you sit on that nail before it's too late to even make anything change? So many people right now were scared of COVID. They were scared and they didn't know what was going to happen. Now, guess what? We have unemployment checks, stimulus checks, and everybody's fine again. But guess what? It's not going to stay like that forever, right? So when is it going to hurt so much that you can't make any changes? It's time to get up off that nail, make some changes in your life, follow us, and we'll go to the top. Thank you very much, Eric Garcia. I'll see y'all soon. I appreciate you.